This is Cinda Williams from there. That was your big breakout. And of
Mhm.
course, you've done a whole bunch of other things. And I am digging this rebirth process. I am digging this process. And I really do think that all of us need to actually seek this rebirth process to restart again, because that is only how you grow. So many people get stuck and they end up coming to me because I'm a therapist. Hey, everybody, I'm a licensed therapist, a social worker. I work with couples, I also work with individuals. And I am saying is that when they get stuck in this rebirth process, that is part of my job, really. I am really feel like a spiritual healer on some sense, because where they are and when they people come to me, I try to evolve them through it and say, you have everything in you to overcome this. Yes, there's been some adversity, and yes, there's been pain, because that is a normal part of life, but it's trying to have adversity and hardship and unexpected things that happen to your life forces you to seek something greater than yourselves so that you can learn, making meaning of all of the experiences that you agreed to when you were born in this body, right? And I think these questions of discovery, the pain, the rebuild, discovers a deeper connection with our own spirituality. And these are things that just so resonates with me. I have had to make myself over so many times. I love that song, Don't Make Me Over. Don't
Mm-hmm.
over. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear that, and sometimes I do have to make myself over, not somebody else. And
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know how I like this rebirth process. Is there anything else that you want to talk about in terms of how you define spirituality, particularly in the context more of this coping and this grief that people are going through?
Yeah, well, I think that life has to be balanced, and we all seek the light. We all seek the happy and the joyful and the, all of that. And boy, oh boy, do I. But the shadow side of that is a part of the life, because that's when we grow. That's when we recently I did a post where I was really oddly for the first time thinking about that whole the phase of the day, how the beginning of the day starts at midnight. It doesn't start when the
Mhm.
sun rises, so it's completely pitch black, right? So think of a say a seed that's been planted under the soil. In order for
Mhm.
it to grow, first it must go through the dark. First, it's got to push through all of this to get to the light. And then it lives, and then it thrives, and then it starts to get older, and and then it goes away, and then another seed comes. And so it's this whole cycle. And I think our lives are I say I've
Yes.
had so many little deaths. I've
Yes.
had I've had so many little deaths. They didn't feel little at all. But every single time, depending on my mindset, if
Yes.
I really died, meaning let go of all of this and came into the now, then I would always be better. I've always gotten better every time I've had a little death, because I evolve, because I learn through that experience. It's when we don't learn from it that we can
Mhm.
stay in the darkness. And I had this experience where I had all my things in storage in Los Angeles, and moved back. And long story short, lost everything.